What's up guys, I'm back on a review for you. This time we have this 90 rated Jairzinho card. Now I quite like using Jairzinho every year because he's very meta and very suits my kind of playstyle. Now as stats then, he's 5'8", got the high work rates. He's got the 5-star skills with the 4-star weak foot, and obviously his preferred foot is that right hand foot. Now, on the 10 games I played with him, I got 16 goals on 4 assists, which is actually a very nice return considering it's high level rivals and also some foot jumps. Now in alternate positions, he can only play the right wing, right mid and striker, so he does have a little bit of variety, but it's not loads like a left wing, a cam and stuff like that. Now on stats then, so we've got the 92 pace, 90 shooting, 86 passing, 91 dribbling and the 75 physical. So on paper, looks like a very nice well-rounded card with that whole chemistry style. Now, on player traits then, so he's got the power shot, which is okay this year, if it's not gold. He's got the flair, he's got a really nice one in Trivella. He also has another nice one in quick step, and one of my favourites this year is rapid plus, just that when he gets going, he's insanely fast. But, if you do enjoy the review or want to see more, please do subscribe, it generally means a lot to my channel. But I'll see you after the positive negatives. Peace. So, on to my other thoughts about the card then. Now, on the segment, I talk about what's good, what's bad about the card, what you should and what you shouldn't do, just so you're utilising the card as much as possible. Now, we'll kick off straight away with the 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Now, both of these are exceptionally good, especially with that Trivella as well. That weak foot won't even come into play that often, and when it does, it is very dependable. Now, obviously, them 5-star skills, being 5'8", having really high agility, it goes together really nicely, and he's very smooth, swift with the skills, and obviously with that rapid plus, you can do a skill and then get him straight from goal with that. Now, next with me is that pace. Now, with that whole chemistry style, he goes up to 98 acceleration and 95 sprint speed. With that rapid plus and the quick step, all three of them go together really nicely, and he's insanely fast. Now, next with me is the finishing. Now, honestly, this is one of the best finishers I've used this year. If he had like finesse or something like that as well as the Trivella and stuff like that, it would be amazing. But with that being said, he is still insanely good. That shot power is amazing. The finishing, as you've seen in some of the clips, he will absolutely rocket some shots in. Honestly, one of my favourite cards this year, if not possibly the. Now, the passing for me, it's not bad, it's not amazing. I wish I had some play traits to like incisive pass and stuff like that, because that's a very nice one this year. But with 91 vision and 87 short pass, you can't really complain as a striker with that kind of stats, because they do the simple stuff very well. Now, this is where the card stands out for me. That dribbling, he is insanely smooth, insanely swift, will just get you through into any position with those 5-star skills, and obviously as I already talked about, that quick step to get going, and then that rapid plus to even keep him going further. It's just a perfect combo. Now, other stats in there, composure is insanely good, ball control is very good in itself, reactions are really good, all of these stats are just amazing stats, and this Jairzinho is just incredibly good. Now, the physicals me. Now, although he's got high jumping and head accuracy, he is 5'8", so you're not really going to utilise his air ability as much as you would for like a Peter Crouch or like a Haaland or something like that. But with that being said, he can do simple stuff against maybe like a fullback if you like back post it to him. But generally, I would not advise that. Now, the stamina for me, this is another nice part about him. Because he's a striker, 84 stamina is perfectly good enough. Now, I would recommend you put him on a stay forward because of those high work rates. If you don't, he might tire out around the 80th. But the 84 stamina as a striker is perfectly good enough in my opinion. Now, the strength for me doesn't really feel like this in game. It's more like 70 odd. Purely because he is 5'8" and got very low aggression, so he will get pushed off quite easily. But with that being said, you don't really need that necessarily. He's got the skills, he's got the pace, he's got the shooting. You don't really need to use that physical as much. So on to the easy part review, the overall scores. Now on the segment I rank each individual stat, so you got pace, shooting, etc. It was score out of 10 and I give him an overall score and a value for coins, just so you get a little bit more in detail on the card. Now first for me is that pace. Now overall for the pace, I'm going to give it... It's the closest thing to a 10 that's not a 10. You know what? I'm here for happiness. 10 out of 10. That pace is insanely fast with that rapid plus and also that quick step. He's really, especially when you add the Hawk Henry style, it just goes together so nicely. Now, next for me is that shooting. Now, for the shooting, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Points to improve on, maybe a bit more long shots, maybe a few more finesse shot and stuff like that, maybe 5-star weak foot, but that's just very nitpicky things. Overall, he's a very deadly finisher. Now, the passing for me as a striker, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Really good, to be fair. A lot of strikers don't really have high pass stats, as in, like, they've got about 80 short pass maximum, maybe like 70 long pass. It is very average on most striker cards. But with that being said, he has got these quite nicely, so that's not bad. Now, the dribbling for me, I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. It's not a 10. He needs more stuff to it to be a 10 out of 10, like technical and stuff like that. But with that being said, 5-star skills with his agility, with his height, goes together like bread and butter. Now, the physicals for me. Overall for this, the one that matters most is stamina. He does have that quite nicely. All of them are okay, but on a card that's 5'8", they're a bit irrelevant. So overall for this, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Now, on overall score for me then, do I recommend this card? Absolutely yes. I'm going to give this card a 9.7 out of 10. Honestly, the only attackers I really think can rival this card in any way, shape or form is like the Hams, the R9s, the Dinios. Honestly, it's an incredible card. I am so jealous that anyone that have this card. And I imagine that 89 would probably reciprocate this a little bit worse, but obviously would still have some of the key traits that this Jairzinho have, and he would be insanely good. Now, on value of coins me there, he is quite expensive. Do I think he's worth it? I'm going to give him an 8 out of value of coins. Although he's one of the best cards in the game, I will never give one of these expensive, like, high caliber cards a 10 out of 10 unless they are genuinely, like, unstoppably good. But with that being said, I do think 8's a fair score. He's not necessarily, like, a 10 out of 10 because you can obviously get, like, an R9 or Mia Ham or something like that would probably be better overall. But that's all for my review. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do subscribe. It generally does mean a lot to my channel. And obviously, I will be posting more in particular reviews. If you want to see anyone in particular, let me know down in the comments down below. Or if I can do anything better for next time, again, let me know. But I've got nothing more to say, so I'll see you next view. And peace out, guys.